windy day. Canoe is on the roof, and this dog is trying to figure out how to get in the car because, I don't know, he's got a problem with it. Come on, buddy, let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. He's finally doesn't get car sick anymore. Or not like he used to anyway. Long car ride, he kind of gets drooly. Anyway, he can jump on a 5-foot log, but he can't jump in the car. He just kind of stands there. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, boy. Now that he's in the car, go get some gas, and we're going to head to Middletown. Going to paddle to an island called Wilcox Island. And there's a nice walk, nice mud hole there, some good swimming. So he's going to have a pretty good day. And I'm going to film it all, right? No, you're staying over there. You're not sitting in my lap. You're getting too big. Too big for lap sitting. Too big to be a lap dog. Okay. Halfway in the water. About to crash into a little police. Slippery. Leisurely walk. Gotta save some battery though. How you doing? Go get him. So we're past Harbor View Park right now. And this wall, I don't even know when it was built, maybe 100 years ago. Maybe more. It's collapsing in places. Big trees growing out of it. There's a section where it has collapsed. That's that, for the most part. Railroad trestle, Aragoni Bridge. And the southern tip of Wilcox Island, if you can make that out. About to go under the trestle. And that tin shack right there, that's where they operate. I just saw a fish jump, pretty big fish. That's where they operate that, I don't know what you call it, a rotating drawbridge, I guess. That's where they operate it from. That one right there. Saw them do it once. That was a kayak. River is a little bit deeper than it was when I was here before. No beach. There was a beach before. Little beach, but going on island. Nothing today. Although it'll still be a nice walk through the center of it. The middle of this island is like a park. Go a little further up. Interesting. No beach. Tie up right here, I guess. Get my walking stick. There's some canoe people using kayak paddles. Huh. Here I am trying to learn the J stroke. No beach. Well, there's a beach, but it's about 10 inches under. Dog don't care. He don't care. Maybe I'll give him a stick to go fetch. Want to fetch something? Huh? Oops. Wasn't exactly the sturdiest stick. Alright, try this again. You ready? Go get it. You gonna get it? I think he wants to explore instead of fetch sticks, which is a good thing. Good boy. Getting that stick. Good boy. Eat some grass. Those canoeists are catching up to me. I'm gonna start walking. So We're going to walk around the southern end, southern tip, which is right here, and then we're going to walk up the center of the island, which is virtually like walking through a park. I might have to backtrack. I'm not seeing an entry. Not a convenient one anyway. Walk up here a little further. Bridge. Oh yeah, right here. Little bit of beach. And this is what the terrain is, going for probably 3/4 of the length of the island. I think the island is about a mile long. Not sure. But easily walkable. And from what I read, they used to have boxing matches and picnics and stuff back in, I think, like the 1910s, 1920s, out here on this island. So, and I could see how that's doable. Okay. Yeah, he kind of likes it in here. I wish he wouldn't jump off things at 5 months. Destroy his epiphyseal plates. Too late now, anyway. He's been doing that kind of crap forever. I wouldn't mind spending the night in here in the hammock if it wasn't 100 yards from the freeway, as you can tell by the noise, constant noise. Probably dies down around midnight till 5 o'clock in the morning, but meh. Get away from that poison ivy vine, buddy. Looks a little marshy up here. Now, got a little ravine feeding into it, and the river's high enough. Low spot. Don't jump from up there. Okay. Damn dog. I'm gonna be limping by the time he's 3. Buddy found the mud. Get away from me, dog. Alright. I think it's time to move on. I think there's a river 50 feet away. And that is the Mattabesset River, which flows into the Connecticut River, right into that overpass there. There's a launch about a mile upstream, but that water is extremely nasty. Blobs of oil floating in it. It's just nasty. Walk north here on the perimeter. See how that goes. Little town down there where you see that steeple. Washed off there, buddy. Oh, my ankle. It'd be easier if you swam around it, buddy. Hope there's no big snappers hiding in here. Pretty muddy. Must all be from spring thaw up in northern New England. come gushing down here with violence. I find the walking stick to be quite helpful in my old age. Good sturdy walking stick, like a third leg. Getting further north on the island, got a nice wide walkway. Really hasn't been bad since we bushwhacked our way around that, whatever you want to call it, that clod of stuff reaching out from the bank. Of course, I'm probably going to have to do the same thing in reverse, because I don't think we can walk on the western side of it, or the eastern side of it, of the island, because if I recall correctly, it's a whole lot of slimy rocks, kind of like talus size rocks, trap rock, so it's smooth, slippery. It's probably a few inches underwater, so yeah, I don't even think I'm going to attempt it. Just get up to the point here and then turn around. I don't know how much further the point is, but I don't see anything stopping us. Buddy, don't you jump off of there. Come on, over here. Now you're back where you started. Here, over here. Come on. Come on, down here, down here. Right there, buddy, right there. No, buddy, right there. I guess I gotta show him. Come on. What was that? See it. Hopefully I caught it on a camera here. Probably was a turtle sunning himself or something. Come on, let's go. Go. Game trail here. Over here, bud. Come on. Gotta be getting close. Let's go. Gotta be getting close. Wish I knew my plants. My botany. But I don't. I know poison ivy when I see it. Most of the time. Well, it looks like we still got a ways to go. Yeah, I think this tip of this island right now, this end of it, is solid with brush. I'm not sure, but that's my guess. Because when we came out to the shore here, it was getting pretty thick. And I think it just gets thicker and thicker until you can't even proceed unless you take a week with a machete. Got a little cove action going up here, maybe. Not quite a cove right now, but probably definitely a cove most of the spring, or most of the summer rather. In the spring is probably, you can't even tell the difference probably between the river and this end of the island. It's kind of a deep little trench. Yeah, baby. Swamp dogs. That's what these are. They're swamp dogs. That's when they're in their element. With any other terrain. That orange thing is up there. Okay, gotta get my old ass over this stuff now. Boy. Oh boy. Nice stretch. Whoa. Almost fell over backwards. That would have been quite the uncomfortable drop. It's a big hunk of plastic for sure. Some kind of buoy. Looks like a propeller ripped through it. Styrofoam stuffing. Whoops. Sorry, buddy. Styrofoam stuffing. looks like a prop ripped through it. A prop. Another piece of plastic. This must be a sign of the tip of the island, all the plastic collection. This is where they dump all the recycle. There she is. Got some birds there. I'm gonna walk around this way. No telling how deep that water is. I don't feel like going past my knees much in muddy water. Oh, buddy, be careful, man. You're gonna mess yourself up. Somebody's old boat kitchen, ship kitchen. Now this is the eastern shore. You gonna go down there? Come on, let's go. Let's go down. Me and my big mouth. Barking at the waves. It's a stick, buddy. It's a stick. Yeah, see, I can't walk down that way. Maybe I'll paddle up this side when I get back to the boat, if I have the juice to do that. Smells like boat fuel. There we are, northern tip of Wilcox Island. Like those waves, huh? Exciting. Well, from this perspective, it doesn't look like I can get back on the west side of the island either. But of course I know I can. Deer tracks. Right there. Right there. So I guess there are some ticks living in here. Look at all those ticks. And a spider crawling up my leg. Okay, we're gonna head on back to the boat. Save whatever's left in this battery to see if we paddle around this side of the island, the eastern side. Connecticut River. Buddy the English Springer Spaniel. 5 months old. 5 months and a few days. Okay, so we got back to the boat and I decided to paddle up around the northern point of the island. That's where we just were on foot. And then I'm going to go south on the eastern side of the island, which is also the open water side of the island, considering the width of the river. So might get rocked around a little bit by some boats, but whatever. We've got a good view of what's going on that side of the island. Hardly have any battery left, so I don't know how much will actually be recorded. All right, well, there are a few beaches on this side that aren't submerged. Everybody wants to get out, but he just is too afraid to do it unless I'm stopped, unless I'm on the shore. Here comes a big boat and he's cruising. I gotta get ready for this. A whole lot of nothing. Back in the sunshine. We are underneath the bridge here. On the shore side of a stanchion, because a big old yacht just went by and I'm sure it displaced a lot of water. I don't see anything going around us yet, but whatever. Wouldn't be enough to do anything to us anyway. That's the southern tip of the island, BTW. So we're past that, heading back to the boat launch in the car, and a can of duck and turkey dog food for him. Right? You want some duck and turkey dog food? Do you? Yum yum. Alright, so that's it for this video. Hope it was not too boring. See you on the next one.